In this class, we will see the epiploic foramen of peritoneum. It's a small topic. Already we have seen the introduction of the epiploic foramen of peritoneum in the class of the greater sac. Epiploic foramen. What is the meaning of epiploon? This word epiploic foramen is derived from the term epiploon. That means momentum. So the other name of the epiploic foramen is the omental foramen. What is this epiploic foramen? It is the communication between the greater sac and the lesser sac. And it's a slit of about 3 centimeter situated opposite the T12 vertebra. What are the other names of the epiploic foramen? Additus to lesser sac. Additus means opening to lesser sac, or foramen of Winslow. So this may be the short note questions for the first MBBS students. Epiploic foramen or foramen of Winslow. What are the boundaries of this foramen? Boundaries of this foramen in front. If you see in this image, epiploic foramen, it is given by the white colored arrow. That is the communication between the greater sac and the lesser sac. Boundaries of this foramen in front, you can see nicely the right free margin of the lesser omentum that contains portal vein, bile duct, hepatic artery proper, and also the hepatic plexus of nerves and lymphatics. If you see the order of the structures in this right free margin, bile duct and hepatic artery in the front and portal vein behind. So this is the boundary of the epiploic foramen in front. Below also you are seeing in this image. What is that below? It is the first part of the duodenum and a peritoneal floor beneath which runs the hepatic artery. So in this relation of the first part of duodenum, if we dissect, the hepatic artery will be running. This hepatic artery in this upper border of the first part of the duodenum forms the inferior gastropancreatic fold. So that is the below boundary of the epiploic foramen. Behind it is not shown clearly in this picture. What is behind is a part of the inferior vena cava covered by the peritoneum. What is above? Above is liver. What part of the liver is the caudate process of the liver. So these are the boundaries of the epiploic foramen. In front, right free margin of the lesser omentum. Behind, a part of the inferior vena cava. Above, caudate process of the liver. Below, first part of the duodenum. And it is situated opposite to the T12 vertebra. If you see this epiploic foramen, it is continuous on the right side with the hepatorenal pouch of the greater sac, and on the left side with the lesser sac through a horizontal passage known as the vestibule. These are the communications of the epiploic foramen. What is this importance of the epiploic foramen? It's a communication between the two sacs. What may happen sometimes, small intestinal coils may enter this epiploic foramen. That will cause the internal hernia. So that is the applied importance of this epiploic foramen. So this epiploic foramen is a short notes for you. I think you have all understood this clearly. We will continue the remaining parts of the peritoneum in the next class.